This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, it's American Red Cross Month, and we'll talk with representatives all about it next. Good evening, and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Carr, and I appreciate your time. Let's get right to our Tuesday headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. 4 homes were damaged in a fire early this morning in Minersville. Firefighters responded to 512 Pine Hill Street just after 12:30 this morning. They found heavy fire coming from the second floor front windows. 3 other homes also sustained damage. One woman suffered burns, was treated by EMS, and then flown to Lehigh Valley Hospital near Allentown. No word yet on what caused the fire. When tragedies like fire strike, one organization that's always ready and willing to help is the American Red Cross. This is American Red Cross Month, and Lisa Sugart sat down with 2 men from the organization to find out what it means for you.
The month of March is recognized as American Red Cross Month, but what does this mean for the organization and for the people who volunteer for it? Here to tell us all about the significance of Red Cross Month is Dave Skutnik, who is the Communications Manager for the American Red Cross in Eastern PA, and Bill Goldsworthy, who is the Executive Director of the American Red Cross of Northeastern Pennsylvania. Gentlemen, pleased to have you back in our studios. What is the significance of Red Cross Month? What typically happens during this special designation?
We want to highlight our everyday heroes that are really with us 365 or this year 366 days a year. They get an extra day this year as we had Leap Month last month. So what we want to do is thank those people who, again, are our everyday heroes. They're people who may contribute to the Red Cross, whether it's writing a check or and making that donation, or maybe attending one of our many fundraising events that we have throughout the year. We have a walk coming up in the Hazleton area in May that we'll be telling you more about in the coming months. So you can get involved that way. Some of our everyday heroes are those that roll up their sleeves every 56 days and donate blood and attend one of our blood drives. We can't supply the nation's blood supply like we do without you folks rolling up your sleeves. And the third kind of hero we have are our everyday heroes. Truly, they're the ones that are out in the middle of the night responding to those house fires. Our volunteers truly make a difference every single day. They're out there in the middle of the night responding to fires. They're donating their time and their talents to help out in our office, to get our supplies organized, to make sure we're always ready to go and always ready to respond to those emergencies. So it's our financial contributors, thank you so much. It's our volunteers, and it's also our blood donors, and we recognize them all throughout the month of March.
And boy, we've been hearing a lot, unfortunately, terrible fires and things happening, and it's always, every time you hear about something like that, it's always the American Red Cross was there to help. The American Red Cross was there to help. But Bill, you need people to help out the American Red Cross, so you're looking for volunteers constantly. So tell us, people out there think, well, maybe I'm not qualified or I don't know what to do. How do they help?
We need any kind of volunteers. You could be qualified for anything. You could be a painter. We could use help painting our building, for example, inside. You can come and volunteer and donate your time in our office. And yes, you can go out and volunteer to assist fire victims if you want. If you want to be called at any fires, they come at all hours, 24/7. You may get a call, come out and assist a fire victim. But we also need blood donors. We need people to also sit at the blood drives and take paperwork. Maybe you're a teacher. We have what we call a pillowcase project that we do to 3rd and 5th graders. You might want to come in and present that project to kids. You might want to come and help us install free smoke alarms in people's homes to save a life. We need all kind of volunteers. Anybody that's available, ready, willing, and able, who has a couple hours, will take your time, and you could help someone and help people in your community.
And when people do this, I'm sure they get more out of it than they're actually giving.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing better than knowing that you help someone, and especially if it's someone in your community. A lot of people are afraid to say, like, oh, I don't want to do any time with the Red Cross. I might get sent to Texas or another. You can if you want. You could volunteer to go away, but you don't have to. You could just dedicate your time here to the community.
Helping your own neighbors right in your own backyard. Dave, if they want to help, they want to get involved, where do they go?
Easy enough. Just give us a call right here in Hazleton, 570-455-9517, and let them know that you're willing to help, and we'll certainly put your talents to good work and to good use.
All righty. We have a lot of good people in our viewing audience, and I'm sure they're going to pick up the phone and get involved. The American Red Cross does great work, but they can't do it without you.
Thank you, Lisa. Another organization in our area is hosting a St. Patrick's Day dinner. Frackville Mayor Kim Phillips explains that the Frackville Community Pool Committee is sponsoring the dinner to help raise money to renovate the Frackville Community Pool.
St. Patrick's Day is an awesome holiday, and everybody seems to want to celebrate it. Whether they're Irish or not, they find that little bit of Irish in them. So with that, we are going to be hosting a ham and cabbage or a ham and string bean dinner to benefit the Frackville Pool. It will be held at the Frackville Elks. It is going to start around 11 o'clock, and we're going to go to sellout. So it gives you that opportunity to be able to get some really good grub on your way off to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
The dinner is next Thursday on St. Patrick's Day at the Frackville Elks. The cost is $9 a platter, and you can eat in or take out from 11 a.m. until they sell out. For more information, contact a pool committee member or log on to the group's Facebook page for the Frackville Community Pool. Pennsylvania's tourism office unveiled a new slogan today, and that slogan is Pennsylvania, Pursue Your Happiness. State officials say that Pursue Your Happiness captures the spirit of the Keystone State, echoing the famous call to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The new slogan replaces the former slogan, which was State of Independence. Tourism is a $40 billion industry here in Pennsylvania. Coming up next, hear the latest news from the Hazleton-based Brandon's Forever Home, a group that raises awareness for children in foster care. And later, race car driver Steve Fox grew up in Hazleton, and he made the area proud with a great showing at the ARCA race in Daytona last month. I'll talk with him in sports.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, you've heard so many things happening here on SSPTV about Brandon's Forever Home. There's always something good cooking there. But literally now they're trying to change it so that they can do even better cooking, literally with a new kitchen at Brandon's Forever Home on North Church Street in Hazleton. Lori O'Gurkis, one of the founders of Brandon's Forever Home, her daughter Brittany here as well to tell us about this. The demolition process has begun, and you are trying to put a new kitchen in a home that dates back to the early 1900s. So tell us why this is needed and how this will help the organization.
Yes, we're so excited and grateful. We had Wilkes-Barre Leadership step up and called me and said, Lori, is there anything you really need for Brandon's? And I knew immediately it was the kitchen because there's so many children that we're serving through the house, one new child a day, and they come, they're hungry. We do special dinners for them. We have dinner together just like a family. We make spaghetti and meatballs. We all sit together. But the kitchen is so antiquated that it doesn't fit the needs for that home. And they heard our cries, and they came up and they looked at it and they said, we can do much better. So when I saw the demolition and I saw everything happening, I said, I'll look at it again in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, the project will be completed. They listened so hard to what we're doing and said, let's reach out to the community again. And they've stepped up, new appliances, double level tiers as far as cooking areas, because we do have classes with the children, teach them how to cook. We have a Brandon's Forever Home chef.
Wow, nice. There's a lot of great things happening. You yourself recently adopted by the O'Gurkis family at the age of 21, a wonderful story in itself. You know how important it is for Brandon's Forever Home and the good work it does. So what does this new kitchen mean to you and to all the kids?
Well, it means more dinners.
More family dinners.
More family dinners, yes. We've had only like 2, but even with the whole Thanksgiving, we had Thanksgiving dinner, and we had people how to make their turkeys because our kitchen wasn't big enough. But it's going to mean a lot because we're going to have, again, more dinners, and we can all come together and celebrate as a family at Brandon's.
And what do the kids tell you when they get together for something like that? How important? And you went through the whole system and everything. What does that mean to be able to sit down like that as a family?
Oh, it means a lot. Sorry. All the kids that come in through Brandon's, the little ones, play with them, but the bigger ones, like we more so with the older ones, we connect. Like I connected with a whole bunch of them, I could say, a whole group of them. And just to sit down there and joke around, just to give them that socialization that they need. And I always tell them that, I'm always going to be there if you ever need to reach out to me for anything. So I think having this bigger kitchen and us being able to get together more, it could, connect us more and open them up.
All right, well, we hope that you have a beautiful new kitchen. You're always looking for people to help out, so they can call, they can make donations. It's a 501c3 organization, so that nonprofit, if they want to give donations at any time for the kitchen or anything, they can.
Yes, absolutely. Brandon's Forever Home is based all upon donations from the community, financial donations, material donations, in-kind donations, and volunteerism. And if we can keep doing that, we're doing great things. We're doing great things.
Well, you're always doing great things, and if you want to get involved, please call them, go on their website, go to their Facebook page. You'll find out how you can get involved and make Brandon's Forever Home even better than it already is.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I hope everyone is taking it all in and enjoying the warm spring-like weather here in Northeast PA as you pursue your happiness. We should be very happy for the next few days. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a low of 47 degrees with a southwest wind around 6 miles per hour. 4-day outlook. Wednesday mostly sunny with a high near 66. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 53. On Thursday, we get up near 70 degrees with a slight chance of showers. Thursday night, we do have another chance of showers, 30% chance, mostly cloudy, low in the mid-40s. On Friday, once again, 30% chance of showers, partly sunny, high in the mid-50s. Friday night, we'll get down to 38 degrees. On Saturday, another 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a high of 56 degrees. And Saturday night, we're up to a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy. Our low will be 43 degrees. Let's look at our midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 2, 1, 1. Pick 3, 2, 4, 6. Pick 4, 4, 7, 0, 0. Pick 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 1. We have an update on the Hazleton area bowling team plus the Penn State Hazleton softball team when we come back in sports. But before break, here's some law talk.
We received a viewer question, and the viewer asks, who handles the estate if there is no will?
Very legitimate question. It happens quite frequently. A lot of people that we see, they be middle-aged or even kind of like myself heading into the senior category, and they don't have a will. And of course, we can't predict when we're going to die, so it's not unlikely for someone to die without a will. Well, what happens if you have property and that property's in your name and you haven't set forth in a will who you want to get that property? What happens to that property? How is it, in the eyes of the law, administered? Well, it's administered under the Pennsylvania Fiduciary and Estate Code. It's called intestate. Intestate means that you don't have a will. And the code also provides that someone, a family member, spouse, brother, sister, cousin, someone has to be appointed by the court to transition that property to where it belongs once you pass away. And that can only be done by what we call a citation. And that citation has to be brought to the Register of Wills. The person seeking to administer the estate has to ask the Register of Wills to appoint them as the administrator of the estate. And they have to give notice of that meeting with the Register of Wills to other relatives, creditors, who may have a right under the fiduciary code to be administered and administer the estate. More often than not, it's a relative. More often than not, nobody objects. But that is a step that is necessary when there is no will designating an executor. If there's an executor named in a will, it's much easier. You take the will up, take the named executor, you get sworn in, and you start administering the estate from there. Without a will, you have to go through the citation process to have someone appointed. But effectively, once that's done, it's no different than having an executor in a will.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
In February, Steve Fox became the first race car driver from Hazleton, he grew up here, to drive a stock car around the track at the Daytona International Speedway. Fox finished 20th in the Lucas Oil 200. I recently sat down with the chief instructor at Pocono Raceway's stock car racing experience. Here's my interview with Steve Fox. You've been doing this for many years now, and all of a sudden you get the chance to go to Daytona. Did you feel like a kid again? Were you so excited?
I kept looking around for the Christmas tree because I was convinced it was Christmas morning. I mean, I was a little kid again. You know, it was everything that we thought it might be and more. We tested in January, and we went back down and did the race in February, a couple days ago, and it was just amazing. It was so different, and it was good different in every way.
And this started really with a great showing at Pocono last year in the ARCA race, and then you said it kind of started with the team had a driver and really just the dream. You were there for the whole process of getting this car put together that ultimately led to a top 20 finish at Daytona.
We were very fortunate to bring some people on that really helped out our program last year, 2015. They liked what they saw. We did the 2 Pocono races together in 2015. Showed a little promise in the first race. Second race, we drove up into the top 10, stayed there for a while, faded a little bit at the end, got our best career finish at 12th. And after that race, if the dust kind of settled, everybody involved got together for kind of a debrief of the race, and Norm Hutton, who was the guy that made this all possible, came to me and said, when you're here, you're driving for Tony Aquilino Universe Racing. I'd like to take Norm Hutton Racing down to Daytona. It's a dream of mine that I've had. I have some other people that share the dream with me, and we'd like to put this together. That conversation in August, led to finding a car. And we started this November 1st, and it was really a thrash to make the test in January and then go back and do the race in February. So a lot happened in a real short amount of time. I mean, we just barely got a top 20 finish since we finished 20th, but we're still proud of it. I mean, we still advanced 18 positions. For what we're running, for what we thought we could get out of that car and that engine, it's not the best combination. I mean, a lot of guys go down there, and their budget is. There is no budget. It's just what is it going to take, to run as well as we can. We very much so did have a budget, and we were proud of. I think we got everything out of it that we could have.
That's what I wanted to ask you. It's not exactly a level playing field, maybe when you're dealing with the guys who are running the entire ARCA circuit. And with your car, how far did you push it? And you said the team kind of said just leave it all out there, and you had a great team to work with.
It was a great team, and they were realistic. They said, don't be too concerned about hurting the car. I mean, don't roll it up in a ball if you don't have to, but go out there and get all of it that you can. But you can't think about that when you're out there. I mean, you've just got to deal with what's right in front of you. I mean, you're not going to be reckless, but you're going to be as cautiously aggressive as you can. And that's kind of how we drove the race, cautiously aggressive. We didn't want to throw away a good finish, but we wanted to grab everything that we could. And I think that I haven't even watched the race yet. I mean, I watched a little bit of it on YouTube, just a couple of spots. So we'll probably get together and watch it and see if we can learn from it. Obviously, they spent most of their time on the leaders, which is where they should. I mean, some stuff that was happening I wanted to watch. So we were happy with it. I mean, we were glad to finish out when we did and just take it from there and move forward.
What is Fox moving toward? We'll find out on an upcoming episode of Out of Left Field, where you can watch that entire interview. Okay, I feel bad about the cliffhanger, so I will tell you this. There's a good chance Fox will return to Daytona next year. In other sports news, 2 Hazleton area bowlers were named to the Eastern Pennsylvania Regional All-Star Team after their performance this weekend. Jenna Raypatch and Brandon Updike are All-Stars. Raypatch bowled a 628 at the Regional Championships, and Updike knocked over 737 pins in the tournament. The Lady Cougars finished 8th as a team, and the boys finished 18th. While neither team qualified for the state championships, head coach Sean Evans says he's proud of his 2 young teams and believes they will be very competitive next year. Now, there will be one Cougar at the state championships. Raypatch will make a return trip to the tournament after qualifying last year as a freshman. On an upcoming Out of Left Field, I will be bowling with the Hazleton area team, so you can have a good laugh at me and get to know the team, including Raypatch and Updike, a little better. The Penn State Hazelton softball team opened up their season in Florida over the weekend. And talk about testing yourself early on. They opened up with a doubleheader against the defending United States Collegiate Athletic Association national champion, St. Mary of the Woods. A few errors cost the local Lions in both losses to tough competition, and they didn't cash in on a few scoring chances. Then on Monday, Teddy White hit her first home run of the season. She hit 2 on the day to give Penn State Hazelton the lead in the middle innings of that first game, but Delaware Valley University, they earned a walk-off comeback win. The Lions offense roared in game number 2 of the doubleheader as White hit another home run. Vanessa Michael hit 2 home runs in this game for Hazelton, and Kayla Rome got the victory pitching in her second game of the season, giving up 6 hits and 1 run in the win. Penn State Hazelton plays again on Wednesday against Shawnee University from Ohio. That's sports for Tuesday. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazelton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Catholic Social Services Auxiliary will be hosting a breakfast Sunday, March 13th from 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. Breakfast will be held in the community room located on the first floor of CSS at 214 West Walnut Street in Hazleton. Tickets are $8 for adults, $4 for children under 10, and for tickets or information, just call 570-455-1521. And one more quick announcement. Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, be having a Pierogi and Halushki sale Friday, March 11th from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2733. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Otis A. Fisher of Zion Grove. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. at the Mount Zion Church. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Stauffer Bresnik Funeral Home and Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. Sister Anna Mae Skirka of Danville. Mass is Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. at the Holy Family Convent in Danville. Services are under the direction of the Brady Funeral Home. James L. Kissenweather of Drums. Funeral is Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Stanley S. Bugda of Harwood. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bond and Funeral Home. And Joan Farrar of Hazleton. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Rosary Church. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Firo Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Ed Michaels of Frackville. Ed, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Beginning to look a lot like Easter. There's pictures of Easter pie all over my Facebook feed right now. I'm excited. We're cooking up something special for you the week of Easter. We will have a special on Good Friday, so stay tuned for that. That's it for now on FYI. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.